Hello, everybody. Welcome to Radiant Souls. I'm Anjali.
Hello, welcome to Radiant Souls. I am Jyoti Keswani, and here today our title will be Harmony Within Embracing Yoga as a Lifestyle. Just imagine a life where stress just melts away like the morning dew under the gentle breeze of the sun, where the mind is calm and the body is vibrant with energy. This is the promise of yoga, a timeless practice that goes beyond mere physical exercise to become a way of life. Today, we will delve into the essence of yoga, exploring how it fosters harmony within and why embracing it as a lifestyle can lead to profound transformation. Over to Anjali.
Yes, thank you, Jyoti. Thank you for that. Yoga. How recent is yoga or how old is yoga? I think yoga is timeless, right?
Yes,
We know that it has been practiced since years and years or centuries. Uh, the earliest records that we have would be maybe in the Indus Valley civilization. When they did the study, they found the idols in yoga pose. They say, of course, that it is the idol of the Pashupatinath, that is, of course, Shiva. So, Shiva being the Adi Yogi, the first yogi. So, that's how old yoga is. And it
yes,
has been practiced over years and centuries uh, to what we have today, modern yoga.
yes, Anju. Anju, I agree with you because it has developed as a holistic system for achieving harmony in body, mind, and soul, right from our Adi Yogi Shiva.
Correct. So the earliest mentions, I think, were also in Rig Veda, right? So in Rig Veda, they mention yoga. In Bhagavad Gita, they mention yoga. But how did we
Yes,
get the Yoga Sutras? Earlier, all the practices or the philosophy or the teachings were uh, taught by the teacher to the disciple in form of shrutis. Like they were all oral. There was nothing written. It was for the first time that Patanjali, Maharishi Sri Patanjali, he codified the whole system of yoga. It's not that he started yoga, but something which was already existing, he codified it in sutra form and gave it to us. So that's
yes.
how we have the Patanjali yoga or the classical yoga.
Yes, and what he gave us, what he's gifted is, we should realize and value it because it is actually an art of living, the way how we should be living and how we will be ascending. Our main aim of getting a human life is to attain spirituality and get liberation from this cycle of birth and death.
Yes.
Yes. So for that, he has prepared us right from the beginning with his Ashtanga Yoga, which I think Anju, we can start explaining what do we mean by Ashtanga Yoga.
Yeah, so before we go into Ashtanga Yoga, Jyoti, I would like to say that uh, when Rishi Patanjali he has codified the whole system, he's put it in a very nice categorically, he's explained it how when we are all having different personality complexes, how every
Yes,
person is different, and which form of practice would suit which type of person. So we may be at an
perfect.
advanced level or the medium level, the intermediate level, or the base level. So considering that somebody who would be at an advanced level, now by what do I mean by advanced level? Not in your practice of yoga, but what type of a person you are.
Yes,
So what
the,
is your chitta bhumi? What is your personality complex? Depending on that, you will practice what suits you best. So Ashtanga Yoga is for general people, all of us. We do not just limit ourselves to asanas or pranayam. That's not just yoga. Rishi Patanjali gave us eight tools or limbs of yoga, which are yamas, niyamas. So they are like ethical practices, personal practices, interpersonal practices. Then asanas, which are physical exercises, not exercise. Exercise would be a very wrong word. But yeah, physical postures. Then pranayam, using your breath to go inward. Your breath, using your breath as a tool to go inward. So pranayama is not mere breath work. It is more than mere breath work. Then we have pratyahar, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So those are the 8 limbs of yoga.
Yeah, Anju, here I would like to say you that all this is taught why to control our mind and our senses. Like I can give you an example. Right now I can hear I can smell the delicious smell of pizza from my
Yeah.
neighborhood. So, but I don't want to direct my mind to my senses, to my
True.
nose, because I really, yes, because I want to concentrate here. I'm speaking with you. Neither should I have to drive my mind to something else going on. There may be some confusion going on, but no. So, if I am driven over there, this means my senses are driving my mind. No. In life, we want our mind to drive our senses, not the other way. So, this is what
True.
Anjali has really told, that Ashtanga Yoga will help us in this path, path of guiding, path of directing our senses, having our senses under the control of our mind, and not the
Correct.
vice versa.
Correct. Because at the end of the day, you have to, I mean, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, right? So you do
Yes,
not
yes,
have to let your senses run with the stimuli and bring it back to what you're
yes,
doing.
yes,
So be
yes, yes,
focused
yes.
in that moment. That would be yoga. Be aware in that moment.
Yes, and my our main concern would be solved if we have our mind calm all the time. And now in this stressful life, we are all stressed at every other moment. Every person is stressed, but we cannot avoid that stress. The stress has to come, but how we have to calm our mind and react to the stress is really going to have the positive or negative effect on our body. So we, as a caring individuals for our own self, as it is said, it is self dharma, that the first dharma or duty is towards your own self. So our own self is to keep our body away from all these distractions which are going to harm you, and these stresses will harm you, but you have to keep your mind calm and react in an appropriate manner during the time of stress. Correct,
True.
Anjali? Yes,
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, what would be everyone's perspective of stress? For me, stress is that event or situation which is quite overwhelming, which I'm finding difficult to handle. So,
yes,
at the end of the day, any situation or any event which is putting me, or rather, it's not aligning my mind, body, and spirit or emotions, that would be stressful.
yes. So here you have come to the point where we say that yoga is holistic. So we are training
Yes,
everything. We are training our body, our mind, our spirit, our soul, everything, so that we progress towards our path of spirituality and are leading a mental and peaceful life also along with it.
true, true. So spirituality, yes, of course, if you look at, uh, Maslow's triangle, you see that spirituality comes right at the top. First is your basic needs, then your social needs, right? Spirituality comes right at the top. But if we are practicing yoga, what we are doing is we are doing everything at one time. So, keeping spirituality in mind, when you conduct yourself, you will be able to handle situations better. You will be able to handle uh, the stress better.
Yes, and also it provides a pathway for self discovery, inner peace, and a deeper connection to the universe. So, all these, apart from the physical benefits, which I have not discussed, because it has numerous health benefits of practicing
Correct.
yoga, like improve flexibility, the strength, posture, cardiovascular health, and as a complementary for other diseases. And for mind, you can say there'll be a mental clarity, because yoga cultivates mental clarity by reducing stress, anxiety, and depression, and enhance overall emotional well-being. So, Anju, can we call some guests over here to speak? How was their way of
Yes, of
I mean, in
course.
how yoga has helped them in their path of life?
Yes,
Yes.
Jyoti, please go ahead.
First, so let's speak to them, and then we can continue with the yogic diet, etc. First, let's. So, can we invite Vandana Thakkar? Here, there is Vandana Thakkar. So, Vandana,
Hello,
please, can you
Vandana.
come?
Welcome to
Yes.
Radiant Souls.
Thank you so much for inviting on your platform. I was not knowing anything about this platform is going on. Jyoti ji is my friend. She is my mentor. Whatever she tell me, I do. Whatever course she suggests me, I follow her.
That's fine.
As she's our what to say about her in our batch of June 22, 2022. She was the only lady. She whatever the sir teaches, she takes one by one word, feed in her brain, and write it on the notebook. And at the end, she has printed notes for everybody so that we can give exam in a better way. So from
Okay, so
that,
now into
I
your
want to
journey of
become
That's
yoga.
like her. Yes,
that's what a
I want to
Into your
mentor
become
is
journey
like
of
doing.
her.
yoga.
So I'm sure
So
Jyoti.
she only invited me to share the experience of yoga. So, as everybody say, yoga is your self journey, yoga is your experiential science, all that. But all that things we can understand only with the practice.
True.
Once you practice, then only we can get the experience. We can go through our self journey. So, मेरी भी जर्नी ऐसे ही स्टार्ट हुई. मैं भी बीमार होती रहती थी बार बार. एक्चुअली योग ने मुझे चूज किया है, मैंने योग को नहीं चूज किया है.
That's such a
मुझे
nice way to put it.
हाँ मुझे मतलब it has chosen me long back when I completed my 12th. So my mother, uh, to utilize the vacation, she put me in a yoga class. So you must be knowing the Yog Kutir, Ambika Yog Kutir from Thane. From there, teacher used to come and teach us. So at that age, I have learned Shatkarmas, asanas, breathing, just for to utilize the time, not seriously. So then marriage, job, bache. After that, I started falling sick. So to improve my health, I joined yoga in Matunga, Iyengar Yoga. There I understood the meaning of yoga. Slowly it was benefited to my body. Then it was working on my emotional health. Then it started my intellectual health. Everything was coming in a what to say, सब set होने लगा धीरे धीरे. Then I get the little knowledge about teaching others. People started telling me that you also give training to people. You can help. I said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't have so much capacity. Means still I have to work on myself. So my practice was on and off. Earlier, I used to be very angry, depressed, insecure, all the time resentment, thinking always negative, finding fault in others. All things have changed after practicing yoga. So now I'm also doing yoga therapy course. I'm also started teaching to some students and practicing also, teaching also. The both the things are going in a I'm little drop of ocean. I don't know so much about yoga. We are listening, we are learning, and we are applying. So journey. I'm a small person to share my little experience over here.
Thank you so much, Vandana.
With the
Because I feel that
with the
all of us
practice,
are such seekers.
uh,
All of us are those tiny little drops.
Yes, but you are
so
the most
my journey
important person.
already
Yes, Vandana,
decided that you,
I got goosebumps when you said yoga has chosen me. I have not
Yeah,
chosen
I mean,
yoga.
that's
So
such a
this is
nice way
what
to
when
put
you
it.
realize, yes, so this
uh,
is what you are into yoga. This is the way, correct? So it has been within you.
it has started so many years back. I have a certificate of 3 months also passed that certificate in my 12th standard.
Very good,
So it was
very
so
nice.
many. So I am realizing when I'm opening my file, checking my things. So I found that certificate means this journey has started already and I haven't realized.
That happens. But as long as you are doing something about it now, and maybe the timing is right for you now because you have done everything, like you're married, you have children, raise them. Maybe this is the time you can, devote to yourself and take it further. So, yes, maybe the timing is
Correct,
right for
correct.
you now. Thank you so much, Vandana. Thank you for this experience.
Yeah, thanks, Vandana, for joining us at a short notice. Yes.
I wanted to speak more, but I so want to stop here.
So, Anju?
Yes. So Jyoti, uh, like Vandana said, like, I like that thing which she said. We all are tiny little drops.
Perfect. Yes.
All of us are seekers, all of us are seeking something or other in life.
Yes.
But because of our own individual uh, situations or challenges, we tend to falter. So that's when we need to bring ourselves, center ourselves, and yoga helps us to do that. Not just where
Perfect.
physical asanas are concerned, but there are so many other practices which Rishi Patanjali has told us about, like the attitudes, the bhavas, which you
Ah,
cultivate when you are practicing yoga.
yes. And
What do you think
Anju,
about it?
here I would like to add that, whatever problems we have in our life, it is actually we creating, our mind creating. But the
True.
solution to this problem is what you said is attitude, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha. If this is our attitude towards life, Maitri means we have to be friendly to each and every person in the whoever you like, good people, you be friendly. Then Mudita Karuna, be compassionate to the poor and the needy. And Maitri Karuna Mudita. Mudita is you be happy. Yeah, Mudita is you be happy in others' happiness. I can give you an
Yes.
example. My son, if my son is getting 80%, but my neighbor's son is getting 90%, and she's coming with peras, so I have to be happy rather than getting jealous why my son didn't get 90. So that is for my state of mind, because I don't want to disturb my mind. So when I be happy in the happiness of others, definitely my mind will be happy. So, and upeksha. So whoever you find that is disturbing your mind, or a person or anything, you just ignore them. You don't bring them on your mind. And then I think Anjali will add the Pratipaksh Bhavna incident.
Yes, I will. Maybe a little later, but first we have Priya here. Priya, please join
Yes.
us. And if you can,
Hi.
hi.
Hi,
Priya is
Priya.
a lawyer, and she's here to tell us how her experience with yoga is all about. She's been practicing for several years now. So
Yeah. Thanks so
please,
much,
Priya.
Anjali. Yeah. Hi and good afternoon, everyone. So yeah, I think I started practicing yoga about 6 years ago, roughly 6 years ago, I think. And I started with Anjali, and I continue my practice with her. I think for me, when I started, I think physically there was like, you know, I thought I had a certain fitness level, but I had zero flexibility clearly. And I had a bit of a back issue in general, like I think typical, issues associated with a sedentary sort of desk job. So I think for me, what ended up happening was first it started with just getting some flexibility. Then it started with, improving my back problem. Then it started with like more, we moved on to like more strength. And I saw that I was able to finally, like I remember like try and touch my toes. Like it's still a struggle, but things like that, which were like these really small wins. But yeah, it felt really good. I think what I would say is that why I really enjoy yoga, and I enjoy other forms of like exercise, but yoga is like also mental and physical. The mental aspect, I think I would say many of us at some point or the other are prone to anxiety, some more than others, stress at a job, life situation, etc. But I just feel like for that 1 hour or however long you choose to practice for, like you have to stay in the moment. And literally, if you're doing a balancing asana, you lose focus, you will fall down. No matter how good you are, how much muscle you have on you. And that still happens. If I get lost in thought, then I will fall, like I'll lose balance. So I think I like that, it sort of forces you. Initially, it feels like it's forcing you to like stay present. Eventually, it starts to become easier. And I think like, yeah, my biggest, like I've told Anjali so many times, I'm like, oh God, pranayama is so boring, which was such an unpopular opinion if you like yoga, right? But eventually, I have come to first doing it under protest, and now I just do it uh, as a matter of discipline. And I think it does make you feel better. I also had a lot of allergies and asthma, and I have seen it, sort of be more under control, I would say. So yeah, I think if I'm traveling and I'm like away from yoga practice for a bit, I do like to come back to it. So that's how I kind of know that I just like this being a part of my life, no matter what else is going on. Just as a from a mental sanity and physical maybe ease in the body, I think it just really helps. So yeah, I think that's been my um, journey so far, and I hope to continue practicing. I think I'm quite sure I know I will keep continuing. So yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so
Priya,
much, Priya.
it was
Jyoti,
very nice hearing to you. Yes, and I'm so glad that you have gone uh, so great into this journey, and naturally you're going to go more deeper into it. So all the best for you in life.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Jyoti. Thank you.
thank you, Priya. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
So, Jyoti,
Yes.
uh, what do you think when Priya said that, it helps her mentally to handle things and physically get better, fitter? What do you
Yes,
think? Is
because
physical asanas and breath work enough, or is there anything else we should be adding
no,
to our life?
here you are hinting to me beyond the mat.
Correct.
This is what, yes. So it's something beyond the mat. It's nothing like on the mat you're doing only your physical asanas or something, but it is the overall development of your entire holistic self. Yes, Anju?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So this is something we are integrating when we are on the mat, we are integrating our asanas along with our breath and mind. But in life, we are integrating this into our relationship, and also when we reflect upon ourselves or we are doing meditating. So this is how we are putting all these practices into our daily routine, and there it goes beyond the mat because it's developing our entire personality.
Yes. So
And
we,
yes,
like you said, we have it in our routine.
ah,
So
yes,
a routine, that's also a very important aspect, right? We need to have a routine.
we
Like
have need to
ahar,
have a
vihar.
routine. Yes, yes, and we have to be consistent also. But here I would also like to add that when you're consistent in your routine, but now we are householders, we are not yogis
Correct.
or something. So whenever there are certain circumstances where we have to go off routine, or even due to those circumstances, our first duty is to look into those matters which are more important. So there, if in case if you miss your routine, you don't have to get disturbed, but you can always do a makeup the other day or whenever you get time. So this
Correct.
is, yeah, so we can incorporate a routine, but not to that extent where we will again disturb ourselves or trouble ourselves in case we didn't get a chance to do it or something, when we go off routine.
That is not what yoga should do. Because if you're
Yes.
feeling beating yourself for it, then you're not really practicing it well.
No, then it is not yoga. Then it's not.
Yes.
And also, Anju, before
Yes.
answering the questions, can we highlight something on the yogic diet? We can,
Yes.
yes,
Definitely, because that's very much a part of uh, the holistic wellness, right?
yes, yes. You are what you eat.
Yes, correct.
Yes,
So,
yes.
how important is diet for us? Of course, a sattvic diet, we keep using the word sattvic, tamasic. So, any diet which is going well for you, is agreeing with you, would be a good diet. Now, of course, we are living in different time zones, we are living in different countries, we are living in different geographical areas. So, depending on all that, depending on what you get available where you are, your diet will be sattvic or rajasic or tamasic. But having said that, we look at a general view that when you eat something which doesn't agitate your mind or disturb your body, that would be good for you.
I would add something to here, Anjali,
Please.
and that, yeah, that is, when you are eating a sattvic diet, apart from the other benefits, your body, since it's sattvic is a fresh meal which is easy to digest, your
Yes,
body your body doesn't have to work hard to digest that meal. This means your body is not using up all your energy to digest the food. Instead, the energy is being saved for your healing purpose. And this is what, is indirectly helping your body to be more vibrant and full of energy, because the energy you saved there in digesting heavy foods is directed towards making you more vibrant, and even for your healing purpose, which will definitely make a better, healthy you.
that's so well
And
said.
yes, and apart from this physical, I would also say that in yoga, it's not only the physical diet, it is also the mental and spiritual diet, and that is our attitudes, which Anjali had added. So calm and our calm attitude and incorporating those bhavas, like I said, mudita, mudita, karuna, upeksha,
Maitri.
Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha, as well as Pratipaksh Bhavna and all those bhavnas, good feelings, will definitely the positive attitude of life, and deleting all the negative things is a diet for our mind and spirit also.
Yes, that's so true.
Yes.
That's
So,
absolutely.
yeah, can you read out the questions?
Yeah, let's go it. So Vinita says hi. Hi Vinita. Hi Lavanya. Hello Aniket. And Deepa says pizza. Yes, that's definitely self-control. Jignesh is saying he's asking what are some simple yoga poses that promote physical and mental relaxation. Jyoti.
Yes, yes, very good question. And since this question you have asked, this question is also an answer for the cardiovascular disorders, like people suffering from blood pressure, hypertension, and all depression. The simple postures like relaxation ones. First, first and foremost, apart from your walking, which is really a stress buster, the relaxation ones like you can do shavasana, the yoga nidra. The last time when we had spoken about Om meditation, these really relax your mind. And in this stressful life, you need to relax your mind by following these relaxation techniques of shavasana and meditation and all. As it is, even yoga nidra, it will calm and quieten each and every organ of your body, thereby relaxing, promoting your parasympathetic nervous system, which means for digestion and relaxation. So all your systems will be working at an optimal level. So everything will be functioning nicely, and your homeostasis of the body is working perfectly fine. So the answer was Shavasana meditation and the yoga nidra. What else can you add? Inishpan bhav.
Nishpat
Yes.
Bhav
What?
also, right? Jyoti, Nishpat Bhav will also help them
Yes.
relax better.
Yes. And even those pranayams where we are breathing, in fact, that abdominal breathing will definitely, it treat insomnia also.
Yes,
It's a main
simple
treatment for
diaphragmatic breathing will
insomnia.
also
Yes,
help.
yes. So that when you're breathing, even when you're just, concentrating on your breath, and even if you're counting from 100 to 1, which is actually mindfulness, you fall asleep and your body relaxes. The
Correct.
simple technique, yes, easy to incorporate in your daily lifestyle.
So the next question is by Juhi. She wants to know what are some practical tips for incorporating mindfulness into her busy schedule?
Yes. See, whenever your busy schedule is there, first and foremost, in yoga, we have learned something about karma yoga. So whenever you're doing if you're busy and you're doing your action, you have to be into that action and do it without any attachment. But how to be in the action is, to start with it. Whenever you're starting any activity or doing your work, you can start with a simple breath awareness, by like how we said Om meditation, just chanting Om 3 times. So that will bring your mind into your work, and then try to delete all the thoughts. They may come to your mind, but you just delete them and you just concentrate on your work. And you will see that when you're doing your work mindfully, whatever errand or work you want to do it in 10-20 minutes will be finished in a lesser span of time, and it will be done
Yes.
better with your mindfulness. So this is like you have to, when you start practicing yoga, being disciplined and concentrate on your breath, and you automatically you will develop that mindfulness, And when you put that mindfulness into each and every action of yours, you will see that you're more relaxed, you're not stressed with that action, and also you're completing it well before time. So that satisfaction is nothing like it.
True. I think when Jyoti says do things mindfully, every action, it starts from simple thing like brushing your teeth.
Yes.
How observant or how much aware you are of you brushing your teeth, or you just do it as a everyday thing.
No,
So
I think we have to do it
that
mindfully
is
every
how
action. Yes.
mindful you have to be in every single thing that you're doing. If what you're eating, even if you're eating pizza or French fries, be mindful about what you're doing. Every single thing you have to be aware. Multitasking is a skill, correct? But when you put all your energies in doing one particular thing and you do it properly with full focus, full concentration, definitely, like Jyoti said, that you'll be able to finish it better and sooner.
And have more satisfaction in your mind.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we have another question here. How does yoga contribute to achieving harmony within oneself and with others?
Achieving what?
Harmony.
Harmony. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Harmony. Yoga will definitely, since all our systems are interrelated with each other, whether you say nervous system, the endocrine system, circulatory, they all work, like brother and sister, they all working together to keep our body fit and fine. So the harmony, yoga definitely works on our breath, respiratory system, then it works on our mind, the nervous system, and then it works on our heart, the circulatory system. So this is bringing the harmony to all the systems, and this harmony, definitely, when all the systems are in harmony and they are working together, you are a better yourself, because a person who is vibrant and a clear, who has a clear mind, the mind is clarity of mind, and all that is achieved with along with your physical good health. Definitely, this indicates that all your systems are in harmony with each other, which is actually a side effect of yoga.
Yes, so true. That's a byproduct. Uh,
Yes.
Also, I'd like to add here, Jyoti, that when what you think, what you speak, and what you do, when there is an alignment in that, you will experience harmony. If you're saying
Perfect.
something, thinking something else, and doing completely another thing, you will be at different, pulled in different directions. So there's no harmony. When there is an alignment, that's when you
Yes.
feel this harmony.
Yes, yes, that harmony. And your reaction time also is so this whenever someone is asking you something, and your instant reaction would be, because you're mindfully listening to that person, you'll be able to answer that person better. And this mindfulness, of course, apart from your physical and mental health, will have an overall effect on your personality also. So this harmony will come with your practice of yoga.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Nisha wants to know if there are any specific yoga practices or techniques that are particularly beneficial for beginners. So, Nisha, I think as yoga is introduced with asanas, physical postures. So, yes, incorporating a few asanas, some pranayam in your practice, some kriyas, which are the cleansing processes. If you incorporate these, I'm sure you will be able to take, that would be like your first step, first introduction to yoga, and then you can take it further. But
Here also,
some
Anju,
basic
can I add?
asanas, yes, of course.
Yes, Anju, I can add something. Like for a beginner, even if before joining the yoga class, see, if we have, like, supposing, in our tradition, or it's always beneficial that when, there are elders in the house, we like to bow near them, or you touch their feet. It's automatically we are doing Hastapadasana, right? When we are touching the feet.
Yes,
Or
of
even,
course.
yes, and even if when we are having our, okay, forget about Hastapadasana. When we are doing our daily duties, supposing we are taking a bath and we are bending over just to clean our toes, the feet toes. So there it is actually yoga. Again, that it's a humility, or let go asana, that is Hastapadasana, which I said. And then, apart from that, even while we are in the kitchen, if we are cooking and if we are incorporating deep breathing or whatever, in our mind, and if you are playing some good bhajans while doing it. So the negativity, the positivity entering the food, and our enjoyment in preparing the meal, etc. This is all yoga. So this is for beginners, which we have to incorporate for the entire lifestyle. And then even when, yeah, then there are certain actions when we are doing our housework and all. It's actually incorporating asanas if you're mindful.
Correct.
So that is
Correct. So
also
reverse
yoga.
is also true. If you've been practicing
Yes,
asanas, you will see how it is there in your daily life. Like you're already
yes.
practicing it in a class, but how you bring that in your everyday action, everyday activities.
And even a beginner can just, like when lying down on the bed, can put the legs up the wall. That is Vipreet Karni, and how much
Yeah.
benefits it has, health benefits, n number of health benefits. So before a meal, even if we are practicing just Vipreet Karni, legs up the wall, just for 10 minutes, how effective your digestion will be and how good you will feel, because your parameters are coming into normal by just doing Vipreet Karni. So this is a way a beginner can start with it, and then once he or she joins the yoga class, then we can enjoy more benefits out of yoga.
Let's go to the next question. Jill wants to know if we can provide or guide on creating a personalized yoga practice that suits an individual's needs and goals. Yes, of course we can, but we need to know the person for that, right? Because if it's personalized, we need to know who that person is, if there are any health limitations, any issues, what is it that they are seeking when they are practicing yoga. That's when we create a personalized practice, right, Jyoti? What do you think?
Yes, 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 because we need to know the person's history. Because a
Correct.
nectar for one person can be a poison for someone else. So
True.
it is, yes. So we would always love to give a nectar to anyone. So a nectar is according to the person's history. So whatever is good for that person, the person will be recommended to do those things. But that will be only after knowing the history of the person.
Thank you, Niti, for your comment. Thank you, Julie. Now let's see what Rashi says. Rashi says, can you explain how the physical postures in yoga help cultivate mental peace? My favorite
Yes.
question.
See, like, okay, let us
That's my
begin with
favorite
a
question.
simple. Yes. Yeah, Anjali, you too will answer this. Like, before that, first I can say, let's go to some simple things, just sitting, a posture, or even when we are doing simple talasana, where our posture is erect. What will happen is that with that posture in mind, the a good posture will always direct a good blood flow to all the organs, and definitely your mind will work more better. So this is the way, how you incorporate those daily things. And what has she asked in second part in the question? She's asked something about
How does
how
how do the physical postures help cultivate mental peace?
with mental balance, na?
Mental
Yes, mental pace.
peace, Shanti.
Okay, peace, mental peace. Okay, so this is what, when you are concentrating on your posture or even on your breath, definitely the blood flow to your organs is to your brain and all is healing. So you're calm, you're not stressed because you're concentrating on your posture and you're concentrating on your breath. So the stress is out. If one stress is out, it will calm the mind. Now you add, Anjali.
Okay, so here I'd like to say when you are practicing yoga asanas, not just any exercise. When you are practicing yoga asanas, you're doing it with complete mindfulness. It's not like you are distracted somewhere thinking of something else which you need to do through the day. You are there in the moment. That being in the moment is the first step because you're doing it with complete awareness. Then the other thing is every posture inculcates certain uh, physical benefits, yes, but there are certain uh, attitudes, again, bhavas, which are inculcated. For example, if I'm just sitting in Sukhasana, that is cross leg, with my spine erect, that's a conditioning pose, conditioning asana. Here I'm inculcating dharma, the duty bhav. If I am doing something which is balancing asana, there I'm getting gyan bhav, full concentration, knowledge. Because if I am not concentrated, I will lose my balance. Remember, that's what Priya told you just a while ago. that you need that concentration to be balanced. So that's what you are inculcating. When you're doing a forward fold, you are inculcating Vairagya Bhav, which is letting go. The best one of my favorites would be the back bend, Aishwarya Bhav, which is confidence, fearlessness. So whenever you are practicing all these asanas, you are inculcating all these bhavas, which help you to develop these qualities. And of course, you will get mental peace then. You need to experience it.
Yes, Anju, here when you said forward bending, so that forward bending, apart from what benefits Anju has given, I can give you when you do your forward bending, you're pressing upon your abdominal organs as well as your pancreas. So definitely it is going to work better on your digestive system as well as on your endocrine system. So, you have a control over your diabetes and all those lifestyle diseases. And when Anju said backward bending, creating Aishwarya Bhav, definitely you're expanding your chest, means you're having self confidence. Apart from that self confidence also, you are expanding your chest, you're expanding your lungs, so a better breathing
Breathing better.
capacity, and your respiratory tract problems are also being solved in it. So see the dual benefits.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Lavanya says, in what way does regular meditation support the cultivation of inner harmony and emotional well-being? Regular
Yes,
meditation, how does it cultivate inner harmony?
yes, meditation acts on our brain. There are in the brain, there are waves like alpha waves, beta waves, delta waves, and theta waves. So when you do the meditation, it affects your brain, thereby, releasing good hormones, which are also known as neurotransmitters, like the feel good hormones and serotonin, dopamine, GABA. And when you're meditating, these hormones, they make you a well-being, and therefore uh, you feel better and you feel calm by meditating. As a result of it, it will create a harmony. And when all systems are calm, this means your parasympathetic system is at its best. This is activating all your organs in such a way that they are functioning in the best possible way. So this is the way that you get harmony with meditation, and you can add whatever you want, Anjali.
So here, when you say regular meditation, Lavanya, anything you do regularly, you'll feel the benefits. Yeah, so consistency is the key. And even if, say, for example, somebody is a swimmer with regular uh, swimming, they develop better muscles, right? So similarly, when you meditate regularly, you will feel your mind go calmer. You're able to control or restrict the fluctuations. The mind has the tendency to jump from one thing to the other. For example, right now you're sitting here, you're talking, listening to this talk. When Jyoti said, she could smell the pizza. So that is one distraction. So when you bring your mind regularly in control, do not allow it to be distracted. It will inculcate or cultivate harmony, inner harmony.
And Anju, one more thing, there will be, harm, like what you said, that regular meditation. I would like to add to it that regular meditation means it is going to make you stronger in that way. Whatever stresses you have in life, you will react better. See, you will feel the stress, but you will react better and in a mature
Correct.
way, rather than getting panicky or making the situation uncontrollable. You will think better because you are in a stable state of mind, and so in that
Correct.
panicking situation also you will think the right thing, which is
Yeah.
an added advantage for you as well as for the society.
Yes, so it reminds me of that, when you say that you react better, even if when you have
Yes,
all these things. Suppose you are, whatever you're doing, and that gets disrupted. You do not just react without thinking. Your mind functions better. There is clarity. And with that clarity, you're able to respond or deal with it better.
yes, I agree with you, Anju.
Deepa wants to know, how do you integrate mindfulness and meditation practices into your yoga lifestyle? How do you
Yes, I
integrate?
think
Just
yes, I think
practice.
you answered everything. Yes, practicing
Yes,
and consistency.
yes, those are the key. And Desmond wants to know, hi, can you both share a personal anecdote about a transformative experience you had while exploring the path of yoga and inner harmony? Jyoti, go first. A personal
Yes. Yes,
thing,
my personal experience
anecdote.
would be I was too much, I was a personal trainer, a pre and postnatal exercise instructor from Sara City, USA. So, like anyone would ask me, "Hey, yoga?" I would say, no, don't say yoga. It's just time pass. It doesn't have any benefit considering how much hard we work out at in weight training. Like it was spectacular. Whenever I would work out, everyone would say, "My God, so much you're lifting, so weights and all, and everything you're doing uh, so well." But then during COVID, when I found that there was nothing to do, not going to work, and also sitting at home, I was just watching those yoga things, and what I realized, see, my body is responding well to yoga after doing lots of weight training and all that. Of course, though they have their own benefits, but since my body was used to it, my body could easily feel the change of performing yoga, that I started feeling better. And the how we were without maids, and previously, like, I used to cry if the maid won't come, but here I could see that in COVID time, even without the maid, I can do double the amount of work without the maid, and that too very wholeheartedly, happily, and without feeling the pressure. That and during that lockdown, like, I don't know, automatically I could find twice a day time to do yoga. So this is what I could feel. Okay, there are positive things entering in my mind, and this is how my trust into yoga came. A same person who would say yoga, she never, I would never advise anyone to do, is something, a different thing, and now I'm totally against it. So now I would love to be in yoga, and I have experienced the benefits personally.
Yeah, that's such a nice experience you were telling about. COVID times were tough. I can imagine what you must be, going through at that time. And luckily, you had yoga with you at that time
Yes,
when you
the
needed it
greatest
the
asset
most.
was yoga at that time. Yes.
Okay. So, about my experience, I started yoga as a stress relieving activity. As a student, uh, of course, physical asanas were not too much of a problem for me, but it was more about me understanding why particular asanas are done and why particular asanas are, you know, uh, limited for a particular reason. So for me, I wanted to know more. When I started practicing, really practicing yoga, I realized there were small changes. I usually, or rather, I used to be a very short-tempered person. I started uh, observing small changes in the way I deal with situations. Simple thing like traveling by an auto rickshaw, I would get so annoyed at the auto driver if he would behave in a particular manner. These days it's just okay, fine. I'm totally at peace with whatever he is doing. In fact, I talk to them nicely and they are also reciprocating nicely. So I see small changes. This is a very small thing I told you about. I see change in my diet. There are certain things which which were my habits before, like 8:39 would be like safe puri time, and 11:30, 12 would be dinner time. Now 7:38 dinner is done. I do not want anything else after that. Even if I'm sleeping late, I do not need anything else. So my diet is better. The way I respond to situations is better. Uh, these are just a few things I'm telling you. But yes, there
Yes.
is definitely all these things have contributed to the way I feel right now, or rather, I'm the way it makes me feel in harmony with myself.
Yeah, Anju, I agree with you, because what you say now, from my experience, even I have seen that a person doing consistent yoga automatically switches on to healthy
Jyoti, you're
eating.
frozen? Correct. So
Yes,
these are just a few things. I mean, there are so many things in everyday experiences or everyday activities. You will notice small changes about yourself.
yes. So I think it's time to wind up, or still there are
Yes.
questions. Yes,
No, I think we are done.
yes.
And thank you so much, everyone, for your questions.
Yeah, it
And
was a
we hope
pleasure.
that you take up
Yes,
this practice
yes. And it
and
was a
feel that
pleasure
harmony for
speaking on
yourself.
this. Yes,
All right, bye
yes.
bye.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye.